You're watching Business Access TV.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
Business Access.
You are watching Business Access TV.
Business Access TV.
Serious about business.
Serious about business.
Business Access TV comes to you from the 2018 staging of the PSOJ President's Forum Service Excellence Awards. I'm Javon Keys and we're here to bring you the highlights. Stay tuned.
The purpose of this award is really to raise the bar for service excellence in Jamaica. Organizations apply for the award, and what we have found over the years is that organizations improve significantly. See, when you go through a process of assessing your organization on very specific criteria, it opens your eyes as to what your strengths and the gaps are, and so companies work assiduously to improve on it. So over the years, we have seen an increase in the quality of the service delivered by the winners in this competition. First of all, they apply, and their application is screened. Once they are screened, if they score a particular score, then they are selected and shortlisted for a site visit. Now we have trained examiners who actually go into the organizations to assess the organization against these criteria, looking for objective evidence, because anybody can write anything on an application, but we have to look for the evidence, and then on the basis of that, the panel of assessors get together and submit a report to the panel of adjudicators, which are the judges, of which I'm the chief judge, and it's from that process we select the final winner in 3 categories: the large company, the medium-sized company, and the small company. Now this year we're also giving category awards because there are 7 categories against which the organization is assessed: leadership, customer charter and standards, training and capacity development, international benchmarks, monitoring and recognition, monitoring and measurements, recognition and reward, and complaints management. So we're giving awards in these because some companies excel in these areas and they might not win the big award, and so on the basis of that we figure that encouragement sweetens labor, so we give awards to those who merit it.
I'm just reminding you that we are in a context that does not afford us the luxury of behaving like savages, of doing whatever we want to do, whenever we want to do it, and of treating ourselves as dirt. This is not the world that we are going to succeed in if we are going to succeed. So, self-respect and a common belief in our country, a caring commitment to our fellow citizens, are a part of the underpinning of customer service, of good governance, that must be an essential part of whatever progress that we hope to make as a nation. We must develop ourselves to be people of our word, to keep our commitments, not to make throwaway promises every election time that we all know will never be kept, and we all know we won't ask to be committed, to be fulfilled. We must build institutions that are credible, that give value for money every time, that are honest stewards of our stakeholders' interests, that value transparency and accountability over individual or partisan interests. So, when in 2017, I spoke and said that 2018 would be a crossroads year, and that we must develop our human capital to support our economic reforms, I wasn't just talking about technical skills training. That is important, it's critical. but we must forge a new national culture of mindfulness of others, of self-respect, and of integrity. And I know I get controversial from time to time. And when I criticize the government or I criticize politicians, it's not partisan. It's not personal. It is just that they are our leaders and they are held to a higher standard of customer service. They are out there, they hold themselves out just like we do, just like every leader of a company, every manager who is on the forefront of a company. You hold yourself out to uphold the values of that company which you promote. So that our leaders must obey a higher moral and legal code of governance for us to follow. Otherwise, no amount of economic progress will stop us from failing as a nation.
We're pleased to be a part of this event that celebrates customer service, an aspect of business that we believe is critical to ultimate survival and success of any venture. Rubis, as a proud member of the PSOJ, applauds the Jamaica Customer Service Association, Jackson, for this very worthwhile initiative. I commend the many local businesses that are being celebrated today for their commitment to excellence in service. It is important that we recognize and promote the need for quality customer service across all business sectors. At Rubis, we look at customer service in a very holistic way, where exceptional engagement can be experienced on multiple levels. We strive for quality customer interaction on the service station forecourts, as well as in our convenience stores. You may have noticed that Rubis is rolling out a new experience in retailing via our Ultra Shops, delivering a clean, well-lit, well-merchandised shopping experience, representative of the Rubis brand promise.
Mr. Mitchell spoke about mindfulness. What a way to begin. Raymond touched on transformational. Now those two things to me already mean something just by the mere fact I'm here today. Every time I sit in an audience such as this, I'm actually humbled. I'm humbled because when I listen to the person they're introducing, I wonder who they're talking about. Because I don't consider myself to be any different to anybody else who is in this room, regardless of what certification, education, and development you have. To me, we're all equal at the foot of the Lord. And so the Private Sector Service Excellence Awards is designed to help organizations improve service quality and to recognize the private sector organizations that consistently, and I'd like to advocate and say again the word consistently, deliver excellent customer service through a clearly defined strategic approach. The PSOJ and the JACSA are firm believers that the success of private sector organizations is dependent on consistent delivery of service excellence. Research has identified a positive correlation between customer service and customer satisfaction and profit and growth. The PSOJ and JACSA encourage companies to continue working towards improving their levels of customer service and to maintain service standards to further the growth and development of their organizations. Now, again, as I sat this morning and I listened to Mr. Mitchell, you really couldn't miss the fact that you're listening to someone, and even at the table that I'm fortunate to be seated at today, I'm surrounded by individuals that when you listen to them, they're all passionate about the reason why we're in this room this morning. So today I have bad news and good news. The bad news is, ladies and gentlemen, customer service is more and more becoming a lost art. Almost like sunken treasure on a ship. The good news is you've all now just become pirates of the Caribbean, and your job is to find this treasure and restore it to its original position, which means excellence has got to be the hallmark of what we do every day. From the simple things to the big things, it has to start somewhere. Service is the rent we pay for being. It is the very purpose of life and not something you do in your spare time. Edelman, founder of the Children's Defense Fund, stated that in most Western countries, service accounts for more than 75% of GDP, a share that will continue to increase. It is without a doubt that service is an important competitive advantage for many companies where differentiation is often achieved by service attributes provided. This is why you must find it and make it important in our society.
Now, this is the moment that many of us have come here for, in addition to the inductees and to hear Mr. Mitchell and to hear Dr. Brown. These are the award criteria. And I know we've been having a lot of discussions as to how is it that we are going to get service excellence to be embodied and entrenched in organizations and be woven into the very fabric and the DNA of the organization. This is it, folks. So it begins with leadership, strategy, and governance. This is what the organizations have been assessed on. Their customer service standards and customer service charter. The charter is your promise to the customers. The standards, how do you do what you do in order to deliver service excellence all the time. And these must be codified and lived and not be a paper tiger. We have found that the organizations that have people who have been given the responsibility to, one, live service excellence, train others in service excellence, monitor the whole business of service excellence and performance against standards. When you have a cadre of people who live it and monitor it and help people to improve, it is amazing to see the difference it makes in an organization. So the winners are, come on folks, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Yeah. We're going to start first with the category awards, and this year we made a decision to give category awards in the medium and small category and category awards in the large company. We have for leadership and strategy, Massey Gas Products. And in the large company category, Sagicor Group. And for monitoring and measurements, in the small medium category, we have Yellow Media Jamaica. And now for the big award. We start with the overall winner in the small company category. May I invite Sarifa Insurance Brokers to join us. The large company winner, and that is Victoria Mutual Group.
1878, rector of the Kingston Parish Church, Reverend G.W. Downer, along with a group of clergymen, founded the Victoria Mutual Building Society, VMBS, to help ordinary Jamaicans own their homes and achieve financial independence through land ownership. VMBS became a place where the industrious poor could save as little as they could afford. With the hope of today's world, we are presented with new opportunities to use our business to respond to the needs of those with whom we come in contact. Opportunities that will improve their quality of life and shape the future of our nation.
May I invite Miss Jennifer MacDonald and Mr. Howard Mitchell to present a special award to Rubis Energy Jamaica for their consistent support in service excellence.
Service Association in terms of what we're doing, not only for external customers but for our internal customers, which is our team members.
What do you think gives you the edge over other companies?
You know, to be honest with you, from the start, it's Sarifo. Service and technology has always been the forefront of what we do. You know, from the beginning, I told my team members, you know, we cannot see ourselves as a perpetual work in progress. So the last thing you want to do is to remain stagnant. I mean, we're in a dynamic world of technology. Things are changing, you know, every second, and we always have to be ahead of the game in terms of not only how we treat our customers in terms of service, but also technology in how we're delivering our service to our customers.
It's a fulfilling feeling because we have been a member of the PSOJ for a number of years, and anything that we can do to encourage quality, and in this particular case in customer service, is something we fully endorse. It's our lifeblood because, as you know, we are a retail organization. It means that we interact with thousands of customers on a daily basis, and we have to ensure that in our delivery that we're delivering best service at all times.
It is a fantastic feeling. In fact, this is our third time winning. We have won the 3 times we have entered, and it's really just a testament to our work. We value our customers. We believe we exist only because of our customers, and I think this is testament of our work. At Gaspro, we believe at the end of the day, it's about the customer, and it's because of the customer why we exist. So we really take this as a testament to our service of our customers who go from a 25 kg user in the hills of Clarendon to a big hotel on the North Coast, and we really value and celebrate what we have been able to do, and we are glad to have been recognized by our peers.
This is very important to us. This is really our means of supporting customer service excellence in Jamaica. We recognize that this service excellence event, you know, is a major catalyst. It serves as a catalyst to encourage organizations to put in systems and processes in place to deliver excellent customer service. Because at the end of the day, customer service is a very important pillar in growing your business. And we're all operating in an environment that's in a global environment. And if we are to be competitive as companies in Jamaica, we have to see customer service as an important pillar. So we have been supporting this. It was easy for us really to make the decision to sponsor the awards, and we have been doing this for over 4 years. And we certainly enjoy this partnership with the Jamaica Customer Service Association and PSOJ. We are a proud member of the PSOJ, so we see this as, you know, our contribution to the organization of which we are a part.
I think we are getting there. I think we have just completed, we just ended the 3-year medium term, and I know that we're working with the PSOJ as they roll out the next 3. I think what you have seen today is an example of how companies have stepped up to the plate to offer good service, and not just to locally but to internationally benchmarked standards. That is a part of the competition, the extent to which companies not only follow, but we can see that they are using international best practices. And so I think we have made a significant part of the journey. We are on a significant path. Of course, it needs to be improved because, you know, we spoke about mindfulness, we spoke about happiness, Because at the end of the day, you cannot serve others if you are not mindful of them. You cannot serve others if you yourself are not confident and happy in yourself. And so I think that was a running theme this morning. None of the speakers collaborated, but you would have seen that the themes about service excellence, we're not doing it, we're doing it to please you, because when you're happy, we're happy, and there are multitudes of effects that come after. They say what's measured gets done. And so you need to set targets, you need to monitor them, you need to train your staff, because especially if you're in a service industry, persons will be different, and so you cannot assume that you have trained them last year and so that is fine. You need continuous training, and you need to constantly review and upgrade your standards. While we're talking today at our table, we said a lot of managers need to find a way to walk around to find out what's happening on the line with your customers, because your managers and directors will tell you what they think you want to know or want to hear. So as a good manager, you need to ensure that the standards you've set, that they are actually being implemented.
Means a lot, because it speaks to the very core of why we exist, right? Why the PSOJ exists. PSOJ is representative of the private sector, a majority of the private sector in Jamaica, and representative of the principles and ideals and interests of the private sector. And service excellence is very near and dear to our hearts, so we will support this and we will continue to support. In Jamaica, we have issues with how we treat each other, generally, and customer service is an aspect of that. Okay, we have issues with governance, which is an aspect or includes customer service and customer obligations. So we do have an issue. The issue is not just about customer service. The issue is in how we are mindful of the interests of others.
It's amazing, amazing. Certainly when we came here this morning, we felt like winners coming into the room, just having been nominated. So the fact that we actually received 6 of the 7 awards and the overall award, I mean, it's just an amazing feeling. I don't think that I've quite come to grasp it as yet. We don't really want to give away all our secrets, but suffice it to say that we, about a year, maybe a little over a year ago, we formed a customer service unit, and this really was done in order to give a strategic focus to customer experience across the VM group. So what we had were like, separate entities having their own standards, doing their own thing, and nobody really driving the strategy around service experience. So just over a year ago, I joined VM, about 18 months actually, and one of my mandates, which came from our group CEO, Courtney Campbell, was the establishment of this customer experience function, which we did, recruited somebody to the position, Denise Williams, about a little over a year ago. And we have just been focused on establishing the standards, embedding new standards, monitoring the complaints, implementing a complaints management system. So for us in VM Group, we actually believe that we're just getting started. So to come away this morning with 6 awards, 6 category awards, and the overall award, we believe that that is just encouragement for us to continue on our journey and to really double down on what we're doing, because obviously we are doing something right.
And that's it from us here at the PSOJ President's Forum Service Excellence Awards 2018. I'm Javon Keys for Business Access TV, serious about business.